Hey guys, welcome to Ulta Beauty Spots. Everything clean, colorful, fun, flirty, edgy, anything just depends on my mood that day. Today I am going to show you my current like everyday, slightly more natural makeup. I like to have two different makeup routines available to me, and one's like a lot more low-key and super easy, really just cleaning maybe up your complexion but like not full coverage. Then my other one is a bit more glam, full coverage, like you're wearing makeup. And so today I'm going to show you the easier breezier side of that, and then one of my next videos is going to be the more full coverage glam side of that as well. Thank you again for being here. If you have not already, please hit subscribe down below. I love having my returning viewers, and I hope that you, the viewer, is enjoying yourself enough to want to be one of those returning viewers as well. I apologize if I'm a little shaky right now. I may have had too much coffee, and I'm past that part where it's like fun and enjoyable, and I'm at that part where I just feel like I'm vibrating. So I'm doing okay, but if I'm a little shaky, that is why. And I hope you guys are enjoying my new backdrop. This is my room in my parents' house, and I sit on the floor now in front of my camera. I'm kind of enjoying it. I'm having a lot of fun. I know it's not like a super prettied up background, but also at least I make my bed every day, and my bed here is cute. So yeah, I don't know. To get started, I just want to like share that I always have like skin prep. I just showered a little bit ago, so I just have some face serum on, or yeah, I mean, I do have a serum on. It's a water-based one, and then I put face oil on as well. And I don't think I'm going to use a primer today, but if I were going to, I would probably use one of my dewier ones, which right now is either my Inika Pure Organic Pure Primer, and it has some hyaluronic acid in it, or I would use my Crop Primer, the Radiant Glow Primer. I would say neither of these primers are the most ideal for, like, they both work really well and your makeup stays nice all day, but those are not the primers for like grip and making sure everything stays flawless all day. They are a bit dewier, but I like that, especially if I'm doing like my skin but better, so I'm not really covering everything up. That little bit of extra glow definitely helps, and there's not as much that's gonna move around after that. But I am gonna go in with a foundation, or I guess today a BB cream. I have used, I think the only other BB cream I've really used is the Lily Lolo BB cream, and I like this one so much more. This is the Inika Organic BB cream, and I have the color Nude. Right now, with it being summer, I could probably go a shade darker, but this is thin enough that it being a little lighter doesn't overly wash me out or look like too far off for the color that I really need. But I do think, you know, like repurchasing it, or if I had the funds right now, I would benefit from the next shade. I love this because I feel like some of the stuff like within it gives you this nice like facelift. You just look really glowy, put together and everything, but it's easy to apply. It's easy to like smooth out, and you don't feel or look like you're wearing almost any face makeup, but it just like blurs everything in this really attractive way. So I'm being very low-key about this today, and the reality is when I apply this, I normally apply with my fingers. So that's what I'm gonna do. Really only need about a pump, and there's that pump. And I just go in with like basically my middle three fingers on both hands, spread it around those, try to stay like more fingertip of it if I can, and then just go in and start to buff it out, blend it out, try to get into all my nooks and crannies. don't forget to kind of push into your hairline a little bit, onto your ears, down your chin, and yeah, just buff that out. And it has a relatively quick dry down, but it's not so quick that you can't get everything where it needs to be first. So here's my skin with that BB cream now. Like I said just a second ago, it just brightens, lifts, glows. Like, it just makes your skin look good, but it doesn't look like you're wearing a bunch of makeup. And I'm a big fan of that. Then next, I'm going to go in with this concealer that I've been really enjoying lately. Ritual Defeat Ethereal Veil Concealer, and I currently have the color Metis. And it's a much stiffer formulaed concealer. And I typically like to use my e.l.f. Camo Concealer Sponge and just dip it in there. And why I like this, even though it's a thicker formula and has some pretty good coverage, on a day like this, using this sponge, you're not using it to its full coverage potential. And it just like blends in really nicely, gives you a touch of coverage and kind of control over some areas that you might want a bit more coverage on, but you don't risk going too over the top with it. Like, on a day like this, I'm fine having some of my blemishes shine through a little bit. I'm more just concerned with like hiding them a bit more than what they look like with bare skin. But I'm by no means trying to have like the most perfect complexion on a day like this or for this type of makeup. And that's kind of the extent of my concealing. I just loosely go over anywhere that needs it. And yeah. Then I'll typically, I still love a good bronzer on a day like this. So I think I'm gonna go in with my Inika. No. Yes. Yeah. So these are the Inika Loose Mineral Bronzer. I have the color Sunkissed. I have not looked into how many shades of their Loose Mineral Bronzer they have. But this color Sunkissed that I have is a little on the lighter side. And so it's really easy to add a bit of that bronzy depth, but you're not gonna go too overboard with this because it is a touch lighter and not too heavy. So the reason I include a bronzer, even though I'm going a little lighter on a day like today, is because it just adds some nice warmth to your face. I think you can even wear bronzer if you don't have any foundation on, and you'll still benefit from it. And so that's why I did want to include a bronzer in this look. Next, I want to go in with blush. And so you can use about any blush you want to realistically, but I'm just showing you guys my more everyday, don't really have to think about it, it's gonna look good products. And this next one is a fairly nude cream cheek, but it's so beautiful, and I personally think it'd be flattering on almost anyone, no matter your skin tone even. And it looks a little ashy, but I promise it's not. It warms up on the skin. So this is the With Simplicity Tri-Stick, and it's in the color Valencia. And it's just this beautiful, beautiful, nude blush. And yeah, I just love it. So you can apply this however you want to. It's really creamy. Oh, and a benefit is it's coconut free, so it shouldn't clog your pores at all. You can apply this however you want. Sometimes I put the brush right on here to gather the product first, but I like also applying it, like swiping it on my face and buffing it out from there, because like I said, it's really creamy. So it's really easy to just like swipe and swipe. And then using a smaller brush or like a stipple brush, just starting to like blend it in and buffing it out. And it adds this really natural looking flush, which I think is extremely flattering. And it takes no time at all to buff and blend that out so that you don't have lines. Easy. And then the next thing would be highlighter. I'm not feeling like I need it too much because that cheek adds some nice dewiness, and I think a highlighter is depending on your mood. I think you can definitely wear highlighter every day if you want to. I basically almost do, but I don't think it's like super necessary every day. If you are truly just going for like a nice cleaned up but super natural looking day, I don't know that it's as necessary, and that is the mood I'm like more so in today, is just natural but a little better. So with that said, I think we're just gonna do the brows really quick, which all that's gonna entail is just fluffing them up. I'm really enjoying the Aerie Perez Lash and Brow Mascara, and it's just a clear kind of gel, if you will. I like the brush and the formula because it's not too much, but it holds in place still. And this brush works really well. I don't feel like I need to like brush up my brows prior to going in with this, which makes it super easy to work with. And you don't get too much product on this wand either. And then I'm gonna go in with our eyes really quickly. As much as maybe you're thinking I'm gonna show you kind of a neutral or like everyday eye, I'm not like a neutral eye gal, if you couldn't tell by my page. So this is gonna be one of my more everyday colorful eye looks that I've been doing lately. It's inspired by a few of the looks I've done like for my grid, which by the way, if you're not following me on Instagram already, you definitely should. That's where I share a lot more looks on there than I am able to film for here. So if you want to keep up with some really, really fun makeup looks, definitely go over there and give me a follow. But my kind of everyday color is inspired by a few of my different looks. It's also inspired by sorry guys. It's also inspired by kind of what I might be wearing that day. Today I'm just wearing all gray, so it doesn't really matter. Or just colors I know are flattering for myself. So I like to do more, not even like true pastels, but like medium tone pastels, like medium to soft tone colors, and colors that I think are nice on me. So that includes a really light lilac lavendery purple, a tealy like turquoisey blue, and then maybe either a yellow or a soft orange. Those are all kind of colors that are really flattering for my skin, and I find that the purple orange combo is the most realistic, or the most like, how do I put it? From far away, it's not obvious I'm wearing colorful eyeshadow, but when you're up close, it's still really flattering, but adds this like nice touch of like unknown or surprise, if you will. So those colors right now for me are Delicate and Sunset from Prisma palette, which I'm pulling out right now. So it is these two colors here. I think everyone needs a nice soft purple in their eyeshadow collection. I think Delicate's the perfect like light soft purple. It is so flattering on your inner corner of the eye, and like I just said, it's that perfect little shade for like a punch of something without being too obvious. So I like going in with kind of a medium stiffness, medium size round brush, and go in first with Delicate, which is, or whatever your soft purple is, but don't go much darker than Delicate. Don't go too much lighter than it either. I think you need that balance of like the same tone of your skin, but like, or however you say it. Same shade, but different tone. Same tone. No. Same shade, but just different tones. So like tones the color, shades the lightness and darkness. So you want a purple that's the same shade as your skin, but just like not your skin tone. Yeah, there we go. So like I said, medium stiffness, medium size, little round brush, and that really nice purple color, and just swipe it on your inner corner, lower and above. And then go in with something like Sunset. So it's kind of a peachy orange. Again, it's that same kind of shade, just different tone. And swipe that over basically the outer half of your eye if you want to. I feel like I picked up a country accent somewhere along this video and I'm not really sure how or why. And then just keep fluffing this in and out, you know, apply that good color and then buff it out a little bit. And then you can add something that's nice and bronzy but not too dark. So I'm gonna go in, I don't really have a shade name for this color. I think I got it just from like an odd grab bag from Prisma Palette. She used to do those on her Etsy shop, just any leftovers from custom or experimentation. So it's this color. It's just a nice bronzy color. And just a really light amount on your fluffy brush, you can just buff it into your outer corner to add a touch of depth, but not too much brown. Like you still want the orange to shine through a little bit. You're just deepening that up a touch. And then go in with a champagne color. I really don't care. This is Champagne from Prisma Palette, which I love. Go in with a lighter, shimmerier shade and very little bit. You don't want to go too heavy. And just tap it right into that inner corner. Similar idea. You want the purple to still shine through, but this is just going to add a touch of brightness in there so that the purple doesn't become too heavy. And there you have it. So I was saying I sometimes do like a turquoisey blue and yellow. Use whatever colors either you're attracted to or you know look good on your skin tone, and you can apply a similar concept. I do the purple in my inner corner because I think it's really flattering and really cute. You could do turquoise and yellow, and you know, you could apply either to either side of your eye. Just if you're doing two colors, make sure they're a very similar shade. So those are both kind of like that medium light shade. So use that similar shade and find the colors that speak to you. They could be neutrals. I'm not saying neutrals are bad, but I just like adding like a touch of punch to kind of what I'm doing. And so then I'm going to go in with mascara. My favorite everyday mascara is Inika mascara. I think it just works really well. So Inika mascara, I just think it works super, super well and is really great like for my eyelashes, and it can last all day, and it's just buildable. So I can get a nice base or I can build it up, whichever I'm feeling. I'm probably just gonna do one coat today. Yep, just super simple. Not going like too over the top or crazy. And then a lip, and you can flip, like you can, again, like this is where you can really apply this to whatever works for you. But just something a bit more sheer and lighter weight and a bit more natural looking, I think is gonna always be best. So one could be something similar to like the Ilia tinted like lip balm sort of thing. This is a little orange for what I want right now, but if it wasn't as orange, like I think something like this would end up looking really pretty. This is the color In Paradise. Another option could be like a nice lip gloss. So either those Ilia Balmy Glosses or something like the Han lip gloss. And this is the color Nude Rose. This kind of my like goes with anything kind of color. Or something even simpler would be like a true tinted lip balm. So something like these Basswood Beauty tinted lip balms. This is the color Autumn Mist, and I love it. It's such a beautiful lip balm, and this color adds a touch of depth, nothing too crazy, and just wears really nicely. It's never gonna like, the color doesn't really transfer or build up too much or anything. And you know, you have some nice color, but if it fades away, you don't look like crap. Super moisturizing for your lips. I keep one of her non-pigmented ones literally by my nightstand. I put it on almost every night before bed. These lip balms are amazing. So this is super simple. And so this is just like, that's my super simple, do not have to think about it face of makeup. I might change up the colors, but I'm going to apply them very similarly. Super easy, super quick. And even if you are busy or gone all day, even if some things start to wear away, it's not going to look bad, because to start the day you didn't have enough on to where when it starts to fall off or rub off, like you don't look like a completely different person. So all we did was just go in, buff out our base a little bit, add some defining color, but nothing too crazy, too heavy. It's not changing your appearance too much. A touch of interest on the eyes, and like I said already, it could be brown and like gold or whatever you want, but just a little something on the eyes, some good mascara, and an easy lip. And without fail, a version of this is gonna get you through anything. Like, even if you aren't a more glam makeup gal, you can apply this in a way that like works for a wedding and stuff. You still look polished and nice. It's just easier and lighter and just more doable, I guess. So super quick video. I felt like I needed to lighten things up after my week with last week, because those can get lengthy, guys. It's hard to like review 5 different looks in a very short time period. But anyway, a nice, light, bright, easy look for you guys today. And keep an eye out for my more like glamazon, like glammed up makeup routine, because it uses some different products. So yeah, I'm excited to share that one with you next. So thank you guys so much for following along. Please hit subscribe down below and follow me on Instagram, Pinterest. Yeah, that's kind of it. And I don't know. Hope you enjoyed. I'll see you guys next time. Bye.